Welcome everyone to a new series that we're putting on called The Final Sector. It is where we take the all-time fastest lap times in F1 racing on tracks around the world, and we try to beat them in the F1 video game. Welcome, my name is TRiiGGuH. I will be the host of the series here and the host of the YouTube channel. If you're this is your first time through, make sure you smash the sub button. We're gonna have a lot of videos coming out like this. Looking at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya in Spain. And this is one of the trickier tracks on the F1 calendar, and there's a reason why teams love to do F1 testing here. It's because every single one of the 16 corners, 9 to the right, 7 to the left, have a different experience in it, and they really do push your tires to the absolute limit. Max Verstappen's 1 minute 18 second fastest lap time is our goal today, and let's look at a hot lap here to figure out how we're going to do that. So following along on the red dot on the map, we are wide open through the start-finish line here into turns 1 and 2. A nice little chicane here. Gonna want to get a lot of curb on the left, a lot of curb on the right, and we're gonna be wide open through 2 and 3 to get the maximum amount of time through 3. Those precious tenths and the tires right here are just absolutely holding on for dear life as you're in 7th gear. Going into a nice little drop down to 4th. This corner you can see on the map there is a little bit sharper in the entry, and then it opens up. So you really got to, it's really challenging to get a nice exit there on that corner. Down into the 2nd gear, wide open into 6. A lot of curb on the right, a lot of curb on the left here. And you got to make sure that you're not going to invalidate a lap time here, because it's really challenging to get your car just positioned right. Hesitate on the throttle through 9 there just a little bit, and that's extremely important because you want to get all the precious tenths on that long straightaway right there. Gonna go down into 2nd, short shift into 3rd, maybe get up into 4th there really quickly, but we're gonna wanna be hesitating through 3 until you hit about the apex of that corner. Then we're gonna dive into a nice little chicane here at the very end. Make sure you get up into 3rd very aggressively, and then get out of the chicane nice and clean for a exit through the start finish line here. Let's see where we're at on our starting time today. You can see in 2 seconds in F1, man, we got a lot of work to do. So the challenge with this series is that in the F1 video games, you are not allowed to use the ERS mode or switch the engine modes at all during the time trial, the solo time trial modes. So it's a little bit challenging in this series to want to use the ERS mode and want to get the maximum fuel capacity or fuel dump into the engine there. To get those extra seconds on the track. But another challenge in this series is that I had just started driving one with the Logitech G29, but also with no assists in the F1 video game. So it's taken me a long time to figure out exactly how much throttle, exactly how much brake, and you see me lock up probably pretty frequently in this because I'm still working on the old braking transition for some of these corners. But a lot of fun, man. Having a lot of fun challenging some of these lap times. But man, this track is just so technical because of every single one of the unique 16 corners. And you start to see that I catch on over time here, but right there getting a little bit of lock up on that tire, and then just getting on the throttle early and spinning it right out. So the assists, man, were just throwing me for a loop. And learning the geometry of every single corner and what gear you got to be in, how much throttle you're giving it, was a little bit challenging for me at the start here. Then we started to catch on, and you started to see me talk to myself a little bit like, come on, Trey, pep yourself up a little bit, you know, let's throw it on a lap time. In this video, you see me spend a lot of time in Sector 1, and Sector 1 is just, I found to be the most challenging sector because there's so much time to be won and lost in these first 3 corners, because you need to have a nice clean 1 to 2, a nice little clean chicane right there, and then you need to be wide open through corner 2 all the way through corner 3. If you're not wide open through corner 2, you're literally losing so much time on the back end of 3. It's just such a long sweeping corner, and the engine should just be outputting at the absolute maximum of 7 deep into this corner here at turn 4. So I found that was the most challenging sector, and that's why you're seeing a lot of clips from this. But going on an absolute belter, personal best in Sector 1 right there, and I'm feeling it right now, absolutely feeling it. And some of the times that I put down, I was just so close, and then right there, the assist just getting to me, and you can see the absolute frustration because I just get on the accelerator a little too much, just want to get through and kind of choke the lap time there, man, which was really frustrating. So if you're watching the delta through section 1 here, you can see how imperative it actually is to get a nice clean exit on tubes. The delta right there, you're just seeing that I just wasn't full throttle all the way through it, and you just see that delta slowly climbing away, those precious tenths slowly climbing away. And on this lap, I was like, I'll just stick with this one, even though I'm really low on the delta. And then I have an absolute blistering sector 2 or 3 here. Sector 2 just coming through nice and clean, right straight through there, just wide open on the throttle. Get a nice little hesitation here on 9, and just wide open again. And we gain a lot of time on this long straight. Then I found it was nice to get a nice little short shift out of here. Watch how much time I gain on this. 2, 3, 4, right through there, and then having a tougher corner right there. And the ghost kind of throws me off here, but I'm like, we'll stick with the lap, see what we can get. Have a nice little chicane through here, and set a personal best on this lap. Actually, I think we went up about 1/10 on this lap, putting us at a 19.4. And we still have just so much time to shave off, man. So much precious time to shave. You're also seeing me put down lap times on the F1 2020, which F1 2022 I do have pre-ordered, and that drops here July 1st, which I am extremely excited for. Some things I still have to learn is just car tuning in this game. I need to understand how to tune the car just right so that I can get the most out of the car per track. And that's something I plan on doing a little bit more here. But on this lap, this is the one that I dropped, the all-time fastest lap for me here. And I'll just give you some time to watch. And after being almost a half a second up on the previous best, which would have put me right down in the 18-second times, I just choked the end of sector 2 and sector 3 here. And as you see the video go in slow motion up ahead, that's when Max would have been crossing the start and finish line. And that's how much time you would have seen in between his personal best and my personal best right there. Which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but in racing, man, if you have that difference in between you 50 some times, all of a sudden that person is now a full lap ahead of you. So it's amazing what these professionals can do, man, especially with the actual G-forces and whatnot that car produces as an output. Little bit of disappointment on my face here as I go into one final lap thinking, okay, whatever, I'm gonna smoke this. And I actually have such a good sector 1, such a good sector 2 before I choke this. And during these series, I mean, I could go on forever trying to beat these lap times, but I've really tried to put a limit on how much I play while doing so. I usually take about 2 hours to learn the track, and then I spend about an hour trying to beat the time. And if I can't do it then we put it down, right, for another video. So being up on a personal best here through sector 1, having a really bad corner there and just kind of sticking it out, get a little bit on the throttle there, and then just choke this corner, spinning it out. Appreciate you guys watching the video, man. If you want to see more content like this, please be sure to like, maybe drop your favorite part of the video down below in the comments. And like I said, man, you'll be seeing a lot more of these types of videos. So thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.